We talk about a movie I was talking about last year during the trailer time, and I talked about the two movies at that time was Zombie 108 and The Raid. Of course, Zombie 108 will be the review of this one, and I recently just reviewed The Raid, by the way, which The Raid was I did like. I just didn't like the US audio soundtrack. Anyway, let's finally talk about Zombie 108. This is a Region 2 DVD, special feature, a making of, and a photo gallery. Yeah, the usual. This does contain English subtitles, by the way, and I think this is a Taiwanese horror movie. It's supposed to be like the first. Let me see. Is it Taiwanese? Taiwan. It says Showbox. Showbox is Taiwanese, I think. But anyways, Asian movie. What do I think of this movie? There's a lot of mixed reviews for this movie. A lot of people hate it, actually. They'll say it's just plain sucks to them. Anyway, to me, I like this movie. It's not the best, but it is enjoyable at least, speaking for me. And it's like, think of Roger Corman directing this type of movie. It's pretty silly and stuff. It's pretty much a horror comedy. And you pretty much have two sides of the story, three sides of the story, I would say. And I think that's why a lot of people like the movie, because it's like different stories tied into one when they finally get together, the survivors. You got one story about this lady who's waking up, found her daughter's walking around in zombie-infested land, and she realizes that there's zombies running amok. She takes her daughter, she comes into a car which just rescue her, and the person in the car has to be a serial killer who actually kidnaps her, and he likes to molest women, torture them, and kill them. So you got another story in this movie. You also got a serial killer. And then you got another story where you got the SWAT team stopping these criminals, and they start battling each other, and then decide to team up when the zombie invasion happened. And there's killing, there's blood and gore, and there's a lot of survivors. While you got these women trying to survive against the serial killer, and he likes to molest them first, and then torture them for a while. And then you got the story which extended a little bit more long, I would say, with the cops and the crooks fighting it out, and then battling the zombies to survive, and then catching up with other SWAT members' team that was separated. And when the SWAT and the criminals and other survivors come together, battling the zombie, and they are dead in the scene of some of the survivors. And a few survivors went to this apartment, and of course, the apartment happens to be where the serial killer is. And the serial killer was acting like he was cool and nice. And there was two survivors before that one, and then he was trying to kidnap the woman while beating up the guy for a while. And then the woman locked herself in the basement. And then when the SWAT team survived, the crook came into the scene, they freed them, and the woman started beating on the serial killer, beating him down, and she killed him because he tortured her. And her daughter I guess her daughter was eaten by zombies, because the serial killer admit that her daughter walked out because he forgot to lock the door. So, and then you got the survivors, some of them turned into zombies. And not only that, you got one serial killer in this movie, you got another serial killer in this movie, because one of the survivors happened to be a serial killer also. So how fucked up that is. And you got people killing each other. You got one of the crooks that teamed up, one of the criminals, excuse me, that teamed up with the SWAT team. He ended up turning into a zombie, like a mutated zombie, like. And, it was just a horror comedy, blood and gore. This movie, like I said, this movie was enjoyable. I didn't think it was bad, as a lot of people say it is. I mean, everyone has a right to an opinion, but I guess it's because there were so many stories going around with different characters. I guess a lot of people didn't like it for that reason. It was like a mess to them. But Zombie 108, give it a chance if you want to. That's how it looks. Anyway, guys, peace and see you later.